that's the starting point.
Okay.
Then you now move to orchestrating your right hand.
Okay.
So all you're just doing is play. So you don't move that ko on 3, you move it to the
Tom 1.
tom 1. So
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
it's just the basic rhythm that you know.
Okay.
So it's just without the second pedal, we usually play it just. So it's a common groove that we all know, but the same thing, if you don't have a twin pedal, you can actually, another is to move to. So basically, it sings the same thing. You have
So
a
using
lot of
different voices,
voice
basically,
sound.
yeah.
Basically, there are things that we all do, but you can
Orchestrate them on
orchestrate them
different
around. So another,
drums.
then what I love to do is I pick simple stickings that really sound. I mean, the rhythms that actually sound African like that. They are orchestrated patterns, but they are simple stickings that we know. Like I can pick right, left, left.
Okay.
Just right, left, left. I play it on my feet so you can play. And that's all. But this time I'm moving it across. And
Wow.
so it's just right, left, left. And the same thing you can pick.
So this groove is a triplet based.
It's a triplet based
Okay,
groove.
more or less
so you can
like a 12/8.
12/8 kind of stuff.
Okay.
So the same thing you can decide to displace the sticking. Start with left, left, right.
Left. Oh, okay.
So
Right.
just shuffling
Okay.
it around. So the same thing, 1, 2. So it gives you the feeling of remember this drama group that use Alpha Sule. So and that's it.
Wow.
So you create something out of simple. I don't play something crazy that you require a lot of. They're just simple stickings, but orchestrated across different sound sources, and it becomes something that you.
So the way this particular groove you just played, sound as if 4 or 5 people playing at the same time.
Yeah, actually, what inspired it was on my traditional wedding.
Okay.
Okay, so I was, after all the rites, then there is this, my wife is from Kogi State, but her mother is from Ekiti. So we had this Ekiti women that came to, so they were singing a particular song then, something, but it was, I can't remember exactly what they were saying because it was in their dialect.
Okay.
But something like Shayem, I was like Shayem, Shay. Okay, all right. So I held that melody like so a variation to what I did was basically, I came up, because I draw inspiration from anything that comes around, listen to my environment, but that was actually so. This is probably a very special groove to me because
Wow.
probably my wife inspired it. Abby.
So if you're just joining us, you realize that Mr. David is showing us how we can apply two twin pedal or a double kick pedal on African rhythms, and he gave us an example using a calypso beat and playing 16th instead of 4, playing the regular 4 on the floor.
Yes.
On the 4th beat, he played a 16 notes bass drum pattern using singles foot combination.
Yeah, exactly.
And now this one he just did is based on triplets 12/8 rhythm using right left sticking, then you alternated it to left right. That is right left, that is your right kick, and left your left kick this time around. Wow, amazing. Do you want to give us another example?
Yes.
Maybe something iLive.
Well, I have something.
Okay.
Well,
Juju or
well, I've not taken my time to really study, but these are, I call these syncopated bass drum patterns.
Okay.
But usually my grooves are based on the clave. You see clave and the cascara pattern all usually being featured, maybe because I love them. And growing up, I used to hear Fuji bands playing.
So, but before you go on, the cascara, I know that's Western name for. What name do we call this in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, we have different, even the clave that we call it here. Research in the academic world, they usually call it the konkolo. Konkolo rhythm. So konkolo rhythm. So they have different. They actually categorize them into konkolo rhythm.
Okay.
So even when you are playing the 12/8 or 6/8 bell pattern, they call it konkolo. So they just coined it to. So the konkolo rhythm. So that konkolo.
Is it the same as what we call agogo?
Well, this is the cowbell. We actually call it agogo here too because. But if you tell a Western guy, if we agogo,
definitely,
you will be thinking Brazilian and stuff.
But actually, agogo is actually from West Africa.
It's
from Nigeria.
Unfortunately, the Western guys took it from us.
So go on, we're going to show something.
So this is based on syncopated bass drum stuff, and this pattern. There are some prerequisite exercises. Basically, it's just single strokes between your right hand and your left foot. So even if you don't have the twin pedal, there are exercises that I recommend that you play just and play your regular grooves on it. Just simple. So if you bring it to the double bass, the second pedal, the left foot pedal, so you what I'm actually playing out of the pedal. Just so basically these are the exercises that you need to practice and you get mastered before you get into this particular example I want to do.
Okay.
Because sometimes you might have to lead because it's broken. And the whole essence of this exercise is that your body is used to playing the E's and the R's on your left foot.
Okay.
You understand? So one So sometimes you have to lead
with your left
foot playing on the E. So for example, so you are leading. It's not just jiggy all the way. So let me give you the example so that I don't. So there's the clave.
Okay.
Or the konkolo rhythm. I like playing the rumba clave.
Okay.
Then there's so if I will break it down, it's the bass drum plays 1E. On 2E, it becomes 2E and.
Mm-hmm.
So one,
Okay.
then three E R.
Okay.
So it is.
Four,
So on
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4.
So basically that's one. So clave. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's then there's a melody line, like there's a call and response played by the right hand.
Okay.
So basically, I'm trying to create. I love to create like a conversation sometimes, just to have fun. So let me try and play it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, go. So like so just
Wow. Interesting.
so
Interesting. Wow. Wow, these are interesting rhythms using simple concepts, simple hand foot coordination
basically.
exercise. Wow, interesting. So before we call it a wrap,
Okay.
what would you advise if somebody who just picks a double bass drum pedal? What would you advise such a person to work on or to focus on? Should he focus on speed? Person focus on control, or what would you advise a beginner to focus on starting out on a double kick pedal?
Well, when you are starting on the twin pedal, I advise that you learn how to control because when if you are focused on speed, actually speed is actually easier to get when it comes to, but you can play fast, but playing at some particular tempos you need to have control.
Okay.
From like 150, 180, 190, that bracket, drummers usually have issues with it. So because the muscle groups that are engaged are quite different from when you are playing at 220, probably you'll be using your ankles or you'll be swiveling. So for between 140, 150 to 170, 180, 190 brackets, you need to have control of your ankles and your full leg motions at the same time. It's a combination of the two. So you need to learn how to control your foot first. Then speed will just come.
Okay. So from what you said, you're basically saying at different tempos you require different muscle groups.
Muscle groups.
So
yes.
like your full leg, ankle, then swiveling, a combination of.
So basically like that.
Wow.
So
Interesting. Is there any particular book you can recommend for a starter, or maybe I know? Well, for me, I also have a double kick that I'm still trying to get
wrap around
it. But I tend to do exercise from stick control book.
Okay.
Then basically do some singles and doing permutations and combination of different stickings. But from your own experience, definitely you've been using the double pedal way longer than I have, and you have much control over it. So is there any particular book or set of exercises that you would advise people to focus on?
Well, Thomas Lang is a very great influence in my playing. So I try as much as possible to bring his concepts down to African stuff. But he will say, practice all the rudiments that you can play. However, you can get books like Thomas Lang's Creative Control.
Okay.
Then is DVD, then creative coordination and advanced food techniques.
Okay.
Because these are books that I actually studied myself, so that I'm still using, I still practice. Although we still have drummers like George Colias, he's a Greek drummer. He's into speed metal guy, fantastic. And we have some other guy. There are numerous guys around, but I will stick to Thomas Lang maybe because he's my idol.
Interesting. Thank
Yes.
you for your time. So,
Yeah.
do you want to play anything before we call it a wrap?
Okay, I would like to, just for the sake of, because you might be wondering why all this stuff. I just want to give some bonus ostinatos that you can work with, that are possible, just to inspire you. I won't play anything with my hands.
Oh, okay.
I won't play anything with the hands, but they are possible. Like for example, the paradiddle. Paradiddle. I usually love the inverted paradiddle. So right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So I orchestrate it between these guys and the foot pedal to my right. So right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left. A lot of stuff you can do. There are a lot of things you can build on top of it. Anything that comes to your head. Wow. So if you, sometimes you could play. Okay, let me, for example, I will play this. So and the ostinato is going on. The same ostinato, but rephrased in another way, changing the starting point. It's right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. You understand? So I'm changing the whole stuff. So go, okay, go, go, okay, go, go, okay, go, go. Sorry, jumping around pedals could be easy. So basically, that's
Wow.
a basic ostinatos.
That's a lot
you
to
can
process,
use.
and for the fact that the tones changes,
Yeah.
it's enough for the brain to process. Let alone now putting the upper limbs, your hands over it. Wow,
There are
amazing.
numerous stuff. There are numerous stuff you can. I try as much as possible to practice all the rudiments across these pedals, just to create something. I mean, that's when I feel bored. When okay, let me do something that that will make me happy. Like the single flammed mill.
Okay.
It's one lovely group lovely rudiment that I like using. So increase. Okay, I need to adjust this guy. And it's just a single flammed mill, nothing.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Lots of things to work on, to process, to analyze, and maybe to even scare some people away from the drums. Interesting. Good to have you. Thank you
very
for
much.
your time.
Thank you
Once again, David Adepegba. Thanks for coming around on Drum Quarters. You can find him on Instagram at Drumunicator.
Yes.
And more details about him will be in the description below. So then we'll probably put the transcriptions of all the grooves played
the PDF
and the stickings
PDF
used in this lesson. So thank you once again for your time.
Thank you very
Good
much.
to see you and hope to have you around some other time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.